Hi, I'm Jill Galloway. I'm an artist educator at the National Portrait Gallery and a full-time artist at Jill Galloway Studio. Today I'm going to take you through a lesson called blind contour. Now, the word contour means outline. It's the line that goes around the outside of a shape. Blind contour means you make those lines without looking. So this lesson originally was found in a book called The Natural Way to Draw by Nicolaides, and this was a book of lessons that this person put together for artists to practice their skills. Blind contour means that you will put your pencil on the piece of paper and put your eye on the subject, and you slowly move your eye and the pencil at the same rate of speed. So you don't have to have any skill or any great artistic background to do this lesson. It's really meant for everybody and anybody because the results almost always end up looking similar. It's not supposed to be beautiful art, it's practice art, so it's kind of fun. You'll find that the results are wonky. Now, all you need for this lesson is a pencil or a permanent marker. I like to use Sharpie because you're not going to be erasing in this lesson at all. And a piece of paper. You might need a mirror if you're going to draw yourself, or if you have someone who's sitting across from you, you can draw them while they draw you, which is kind of fun. The other thing you might need if you think you can't draw without peeking, don't cheat. You can use a paper plate like this, poke a hole in the middle, and slide your pencil through, and then you can draw like this so that you can't see what you're drawing. It's not hard, it's just a lot of fun. So we will add color to these portraits at the end of the lesson. You certainly don't need to, but if you want to, you can, and all you'll need is markers or crayons or whatever you have to color your images at the end. Okay, so let's get started. The key to doing blind contour drawings is to move your marker or your pencil at the same speed you're moving your eye across the subject. So think of it like a ladybug crawling along the subject, and your eye is moving the same speed as the ladybug. Now, I'm putting my forehead in here, and I'm not picking up my pencil. It's really important that you don't ever pick up your pencil or your marker, because if you do, remember you're not peeking, you'll never know how to or where to put it back down again. So it's one continuous line all the way around the object or the portrait. Now, the speed with which you work really depends on you. Some artists will go really slow and take their time, and some artists, especially the younger kids, they tend to whip through these things, and that's totally fine. It's really up to you. Maybe try a couple of portraits and try one slow and try one fast and see what the difference is. Just remember, the most important thing is to not peek. If you can't not peek, you're going to cheat, then you should get the paper plate out and slide that over your pen. That way you can't see, and don't ever pick up your pencil. It's just one long continuous line. This is really fun to do. I mean, if you don't have a mirror, grab somebody and have them sit for you and have them draw you at the same time. But it's really fun to do because the portraits always come out looking kind of silly. I mean, look at mine. This is supposed to be me. So we'll see how it looks in the end because I'm not peeking. But I imagine it probably doesn't look a whole lot like me at all. So that's totally fine. We're just learning how to play with line and have fun with this kind of art. At some point when I'm finished with this, I'll add some color, but as I'm working, because I'm doing one long continuous line, I'll end up with these big or space areas where I can fill in with color, like probably the mouth, which I just did. The lips will probably be a good space for some color. And then as I move down towards the neck here, you can see I start to move a little faster because I'm less worried about the details. What I am worried about is whether it's going to line up or not, and I have no idea. Okay, let's try my hair now. Now I have big curly hair, so I'll probably move quickly here and make lots of really silly squiggly strokes. Don't try to be perfect. Don't try to make it pretty. Don't try to make it beautiful. Just have a good time and know that you're going to make another one right after this, so you don't have to worry about getting this one to be exactly right, because you'll get to do several of them. I usually do a handful, and then I find the more I do them, as I work along, the second, the third, the fourth one are better and better and better. So that's that. That's just like me, right? Let's add some color now. I'm going to use this picture from another one that I've done earlier today, and now I'm just adding big spaces of color. I'm using just a regular standard marker, nothing special, and I just pick spaces out, like the mouth, and add some bright colors. You can do as much as you want here or as little as you want here. Here's some samples of some work done by some students from the Open Studio. This is Gretchen's portrait. This is another portrait that doesn't have any color, but I love the glasses on this guy. This portrait decided to add some words along with their color. Or if you want to do something like a cake or a cupcake, you don't have to do a portrait. Try anything, try them all. And then post your results on #MyMPG at your social media, and then also #Open Studio Workshops. We would love to see what you come up with. You can also check out our website. If you go to our website, go to the portraits, and then click on the portrait search area. One artist you can look up under portrait search is, if you go into the search space, type in Alexander Calder wire. Now these are wire portraits, so that's not the same as what we've done, and you'll have to check out the other Smithsonian spaces, but you can see how the results are sort of similar. Compare those images with your images to see how they're similar and how they're different. Okay, we'll see you next time.